Hello guys, today I'm doing a bit of a mixed media artwork with some colored fine liners and some different pencils. I'm using the supplies from July's SketchBox, so let's take a closer look at all the supplies inside the box before continuing this drawing. So here's the box, and this is a monthly art supplies subscription box filled with delicious art supplies. These subscription boxes are really great if you love trying out new art materials. I found so many different new favorites, and if you want to try this box yourself, you can use the code CATVALK2017 and get 10% off on your order on their website. I will leave a link in the info box below, and I'm not sponsored or anything, by the way. First we have a card with a list of all the supplies that comes in this box and information about them and tips and tricks how to use them. And this is printed on both sides apparently, so that you won't miss it or something. And this is the premium box. They're also showing us new artists every month, and July's featured artist is Carl-Jim Sturm, and I probably pronounced that absolutely correctly, sorry Carl-Jim. Or perhaps it's Carlin, I don't know, but they made this beautiful artwork. So the first art supply we'll take a look at is this Derwent Precision mechanical pencil, and it comes with refills and extra erasers, which is pretty nice. This pencil is apparently designed for detailed line drawings and technical work, so that sounds very interesting. And next we have these pretty Staedtler Tri Plus fine liners in a set of 10, and I already have this set, but it is quite old now, so it is great having some new fresh ones. These are really fun to doodle with, but they are also very sensitive to water and they dissolve immediately, so I wouldn't recommend using these with liquid mediums. The next thing I first thought was like a thermometer at first look, but it is actually a custom Alumicolor pocket scale. I'm more a fan of transparent rulers that I can see through, but this looks really nice and portable. Then we have an alcohol-based fine liner from Sakura that is called Microperm. So it is a permanent fine liner that you can write with on most surfaces, and it is waterproof. Then lastly we have two new products, the Derwent Pro Color pencils. So these are color pencils that should be very easy and smooth to use and blend, so these will be very interesting to try. Alright, so that are all supplies in this box. Let's continue the drawing. Also, a little question for you, just for fun. If you could bring just one art supply with you to a deserted island or a mountaintop or whatever, what would you bring with you? You have paper and such to draw and paint on, but you can just bring one thing to draw or paint with. So let me know in the comments below. I think I would actually bring a 0.3 or a 0.5 fine liner, the Unipin one. I really like that one, and I think you can do a lot of fun things with it. This piece that I'm working on right now, I did actually scrap this one since I wasn't really feeling it and it got messy and even if it isn't showing up too well on the camera, the graphite and the fine liners smudged a lot, but I decided to keep it in this video because this is usually what happens. I need a few tries sometimes before I'm happy with the result, especially if I'm working with new materials like this that I'm not used to. And it isn't turning out too bad though, but as I said, it was messy and I wasn't really feeling it. So here's the drawing that I actually finished, and I wanted her face to be in graphite and color pencils, so I'm saving that for last this time since the graphite smudged a lot in the first drawing. But even if the mechanical pencil is a bit smudgy, it is still very nice to work with. It gives you very nice and sharp lines. I had to incorporate the scale ruler thing somehow, so I used it for the triangles covering half her face, and honestly, I really don't like using straight lines made with rulers in an artwork. I like it when it is more organic, even for the straighter lines. So I first made all the lines in pencil with the ruler, and then I filled them in with a microperm pen without the ruler in a more sketchy style. So the straight lines are still there, but more organic looking. I actually like the ruler, it made straight lines, so that is cool, but what I didn't like is that it had really sharp edges by the ends, which made it a little uncomfortable to work with. And the microperm pen was nice too, but I sometimes find it a little difficult working with alcohol-based fine liners. The ink kind of feathers or spread a little on the paper, so you don't get the crisp and clean lines as with a water-based pen, but that might be the paper's fault. I'm using a regular drawing paper with a little bit of texture, so that might be why the ink is spreading more. I like the mixed media and the combination of different styles in this drawing. The face is more realistic looking with more earthy tones, and the triangles are much more vibrant and colorful and sharp. I used the Derwent color pencils for the face, and I have to say that they are very interesting since they doesn't smudge at all, which is magical, and you can draw with them on top of the graphite without the graphite smudging, so I really like that. No smudging is awesome. However, they still feel a bit weird to draw with and not very vibrant at all, and they are almost a bit too smooth, you know, so I'm not really loving that. I like when the pencils are gripping the paper a little. Lastly, I'm adding more colors to the triangles with the Tri Plus fine liners, and as I mentioned before, I really like them. I love using them for writing notes and doodling and such. The only downside with them is that it doesn't work well with wet media or alcohol-based markers and such. I noticed that when I was selling jewelries on Etsy many years ago, and I wrote all the addresses on the packages with these fine liners because I love the colors, and then one day one of the packages that I sent returned to me and the address was completely erased, probably because it got wet or something during the shipping. And after that I always used a non-water soluble pen for writing addresses. So I really like the Tri Plus fine liners and the mechanical pencil too, actually, even if the lead was a little smudgy. But the pencil itself was really nice to work with and it felt like good quality. My least favorite has to be the color pencils since they felt very weird and almost a bit plasticky to use. But overall it was a very nice box to work with. So, as I always say, I had a lot of fun making this piece. It is a little different from what I normally do, but that is also what's really fun with these boxes. You get to use stuff that you normally wouldn't use. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel and all that fancy stuff, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, keep drawing my happy cats, bye!